Hola Aquarius! How are you? How's it going? I'm Eriu and this is Eriu Tarot Readings, and as always, my beautiful Aquarians, you're very welcome here today. This is your bi-weekly reading for June the 16th to June the 30th, 2017. And remember, if it doesn't fully resonate, sure, look, it's grand, don't worry about it. Just look at your moon and your rising sign as well. Those videos will be here for you. And if you're not sure what your moon or your rising sign is, don't worry, there's a link below this video that'll help you calculate that, okay? Literally takes 2 minutes to do. So Aquarius, how are you getting on? Have you your holidays booked yet? Because I know Aquarians love their holidays, love traveling. So I know you've got somewhere to be and somewhere to go, right? Now, my darlings, we're doing the exact same spread and format that we did in the previous bi-weeklies, because I think that worked quite well with you guys. So we've got the 6 card spread for your general life, and then 3 cards of your love life, see how it all intertwines. Because I just did the video there for Leo, and that just went into full-on love reading. So like, I have structures and I have formats that I like to use, but then sometimes the cards go, no, we're going to take over. So we'll see if this happens for you. Oh, this feels good. I feel really good. I feel good. I feel good. Feel good. I do, yes. Okay. And if we need to clarify, we will. Not a problem. So my darlings, for this next half an hour, grab yourself a cup of tea, grab yourself a cup of coffee if you can. Let's sit up and let's see what's going on for you. Ooh. 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 Something's going on there. Something's going on there. Okay, he's okay. Sorry guys, this is just I might need to turn him over. He's a bit something's going on. Anyway, we'll get to that. Right, so the top line is your first week and the bottom line is your second week. We've got 16th to the 22nd and 23rd to the 30th. So when I say even beginning of weeks, I know that kind of falls on a Friday, so but know that that's what I mean anyway, right? We'll start, middle and end. Let's go. Right, so your first card is Justice, second card is the Hermit, third card is the Four of Cups. Well, how are you feeling, Mr. and Mrs. Aquarius? I think you're feeling quite good. I felt good shuffling, and then all of a sudden, boom, Justice comes out for you at the start of the week. So you're very much embodying everything that this card is. I feel like this is you full on. Yes, it is a Libra card. Yes, it is your fellow sister and brother sign. But realistically, I feel like this is you. Because when you think about it, our brother and sister signs, we're in the same suit. We may differ, but we're in the same suit. So sometimes we can jump between each other's energies. I believe anyway a person can hold many different energies and jump into certain suits when they want to, but realistically we're more comfortable in our own, okay? So it's really no surprise to me then that it's like, even though this is Mr. and Mrs. Aquarius, you're sitting on the little Libra throne here, which is quite, well, I say little, it's a major arcana, come on now. And this is all about you coming into your own balance. Yes, you're finally starting to find balance, aren't you? You guys were just wearing yourselves out there for a while. And I'm glad now that she's here. And then I'm glad that you're sitting with this. So you're going, look, I have an understanding of myself now. I understand the balance that I need to have myself. I understand what I need to have in my life and the balance that that's moving. But most importantly as well, she still holds that sword. She holds that sword of truth and those words, and how the sword is like the tongue and we can cut people down with our words. So by all means, it's like, no, I'm fully engaged here. I know exactly what I need to do and keep the balance, you know, namaste. But at the same time, if you mess with me, I'm going to cut you down. You got to be careful, okay? I'm Mr. and Mrs. Aquarius. We're lovely, but don't fuck with us. That's what it's like. But also, I feel like this has been a big growth thing for you as well. And I think that your passion and your fire that you do also have, which, you know, that not many people see, but is definitely there. I think this is starting to come out a bit more in you. But it's not as direct or abrasive as the fire signs. It's just more noticeable that you're shining a little bit more, that you're a little bit brighter in yourself here, Aquarius. And I'm delighted that you've done that. For some of you, it may be legalities, it may be contracts and partnerships in business that you're coming into. And you know what? It's just working out bloody well for you as well. For some of you, it could be a new position and that you weren't sure of, or a position that you've been in for the last while and you thought, this is not for me. And now it's like, actually, do you know what? This is completely for me. Jesus, what was I thinking? This is it. And it's like you're in the groove of that. So for some of you as well, you could be in law, and you know, my God, like getting into law is so, there's so much learning, and you're in the educational system. I can't speak because I'm like got my Gemini tongue going on. You're in the educational system for so long, and it's really just like working away every day for like so long to get to where you need to be. So for some of you as well, this could be like, do you know what? You've acquired it. You are exactly where you need to be. You have, well, I hope so anyway. You finished all your exams, and here you are now, and you're like, ah, yes, got it, last one done. Great energy to come into for the start of the week, and also very fair energy. I feel like you've gotten what you deserve, Aquarius, in a really lovely way. You've worked hard, you've done what you need to do on the inside and out. What happens then? You acquire balance and strength within yourself, and that's what you deserve. Lovely. Okay, now in your midweek, all this lovely, you know, bam, this strength that comes in here with the Justice card. What happens? The Hermit card comes in. Do you know what I love about Aquarius? Because I do find this with the readings a lot. Is that every time something's going really well, or something like that, you kind of scuttle off for a little bit. You're going to go, okay, that was great. Now I'm just going to come back a little bit. I'm going to recluse a little bit. And this is what the Hermit card is. The Hermit card is a Virgo card. So some of you actually may be involved in a work. Remember, this is a general reading to my new followers. Hello, how are you? You're very welcome here. So I use words like work, academic, project teams, communities and committees. I use those words as tools for you in your in the general reading, so you kind of can apply this to a certain area of your life, okay? So, but they're just my words I use to help you guys out. And the Hermit card may be someone within this field that we were speaking of that helps you push yourself a little bit more, helps you to push and research and find out more things about what you're doing, so that you can come into greater abundance of knowledge within yourself, right? Or just greater abundance of knowledge in general for where you need to go further. Now, that could be for some of you. For others, kind of feel like, though, this is your energy. You're doing great, you feel great at the start of the week, and then the Hermit comes in and you're like, okay, ooh, this is, I need to just pull back a bit, okay? So it's all about self-reflection and turning inwards for your own self-discovery, and asking the questions to ourselves on the inside that we don't always deal with. Very like the Moon card, as I say, but there's no deceit in this like the Moon card has. There's no self-reflection like the Moon card is. This is about discovering yourself again. So I think for a lot of you, this is a new chapter in your life. You're researching different things. You're seeing where you want to go and where you want to be. But most importantly, you're relying on yourself to find those answers with respect to that. Because if you can do that, great. If you can't, by all means, go outside. But I think what you've learned is that your own inner intuition is just as effective for you as asking other people. All right? You know where you need to go, you know where you need to be. I just kind of feel like, yes, that is his guiding light for him, but I just kind of feel like he's just toddling off. He's grand. Do you know what I mean? There's no real depth or philosophical conversations within ourselves. I feel like you're just like, okay, now let's go. I need to find out a bit more things. That's a doop 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 doop. That's what he feels like, and it's nice. Don't always get a light energy with him, but it's lovely that that's there. Okay, and then your third card is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is all about emotional energy. We've got Cancer, Scorpio, and lovely, lovely Pisces. And so this Four of Cups is about needing to let go of a few things. Kind of, this card's a bit sulky for me. You know, you sit under the tree, you're having a bit of a sulk because things aren't going the way you want them to go, or you didn't get what you wanted, or it wasn't in the package in which you felt it should be in or would be in, okay? And you're going, look, I've acquired so many things here. I have these things, but I want this like this. And the universe kind of goes, well, no, you don't get to have it like that, Aquarius. The divine hand comes in here to say there's an offer coming in for you. It may not be the way you think it is. or like it may not appear to you in the way you thought it would appear, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't hold any benefit to you, Aquarius. So you got to remember that. I feel like there are options for you. I feel like people are coming out of like college and everything, and now all of a sudden it's like, where do I go with my life? Or some of you, it's work now. It's like, where do I go with my life? And others, it's like, even though this isn't a love reading, like divorce and ending of businesses, severing of ties in many ways. I feel like that's where you're coming out of, and you're like, okay, where am I going now? What's on the table for me? So things are changing and moving. Yes, that's great, but they won't come in the way you think they're going to come. Be aware of that, Aquarius, because what we don't want to do is cut off something or dismiss something that actually could be really good for us. Yeah? And this is divine, darling. It's divine. Look. It's not like all the other ones. You think it is? It's not. And then that has a quite, I want to say, a negative effect coming into your second week, right? Where you've got the Eight of Swords. So, like, this is your suit. This is you, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And you're like, you need to kind of get out of your head a little bit, Aquarius. What I want to say to you, get out of your head a little bit. Are you a mental, cerebral sign? Absolutely. Are you a fixed one? Abso-friggin-lutely. Are you a bit stubborn? Yes. Most of you probably went, yes, I am. For those of you who said no, you're a little bit stubborn. Come on, admit it. You're a little bit stubborn. That's fine. I admit it, I'm stubborn as well. I am a Libra. I have my moments, right? We all have our moments. But what I don't want you to go into this energy feeling like you're not quite sure what's out there, what's next for you. Right? Because there's a knock-on effect with this Four of Cups. You see, we go from a 4 to 8. So not only when this offer comes in do you think it's not good enough or that it's not for you, you double that feeling and you bring yourself into the Eight of Swords. Not good. What we don't want to do is allow all these little questions that burden your mind to block your judgment. But this is what it does. It blocks your judgment. Remember, you got Libra in here as well, who is the judging sign. They judge things. Do they judge people sometimes? Yes, absolutely. But they also judge scenarios and circumstances. But they judge them to find out what's the best path for them. So, yes, go into the energy to find out what the best path for you is or where your next step should be. But don't completely block yourself. You see, you build a wall of swords around you, and what that does, that blocks you off from everything else, and it blocks you off from judgment, or yeah, from accurate judgment. And what you want is accuracy in your judgment. You want to make the best call for where you're going and what you're doing. So my darlings, it's really about, like, in the traditional Rider-Waite, she's not. I mean, these are quite loose ropes. Do you understand? They're not tight. They're not tied on. Not really, really tight. And this is quite loose as well. So it's about like lifting the blindfold and seeing things for what they are. And like cutting up this rope and just letting it actually like shimmy down. You know? Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy down. And then you go, oh, okay, so these are the swords that I have. This is what I'm doing. Right, okay, I don't want you, you, you. So ping, ping, ping. Buy swords. What about this? This is interesting. I'll leave that to this. That's the maybe pile. So what I really would like you to do, when I said that you're going into your Libra-ness here, continue that into your second week. Don't lose faith or her. Don't lose what benefit she can give to you. Because that judgment call, that analytical process that Libra does and Libra can give is important for you to utilize within this energy so that you can eradicate more of the swords, and what's left standing is a sword that you really want, okay, and that you feel comfortable in and that is decisive. People think that Libras are indecisive. I think that is the biggest cliche that we got going on with Libras. Coming from a fellow Libra. Is there indecision? Yes, but sure, look, everyone has indecision, but realistically it may appear as indecision, but in actual fact it's weighing out the pros and cons. Weighing out the pros and cons, inwardly making those observations and then deciding, because they want to make the best outcome. So again, my lovelies, this is what I'm saying to you. Get in that Libra energy. That will help you to see things for how they are. That will help you, ping, 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 knock down all these swords, put them in the maybe pile and put them in the yes pile, okay? And when you do that, you go into your midweek as a Queen of Pentacles. Lovely. So you've even gone into another suit again. This Queen of Pentacles energy, she's just gorgeous. She is Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. She is a practical lady. She puts things down on paper. She also outweighs the pros and cons, but then she makes a decision on them, and then she implements those strategies on what she wants to use. She's methodical, she is practical, she is strategic. She's very good at doing that because she understands that if you invest practically in something, if you sow the seeds, that there is a reward at the end of that. That investment will bring you to where you want to be. She is a slower energy, but she also knows that growth is very important. Again, sowing the seeds, allowing them to grow. She knows that this is important. So what I like about this now, if you take on the Libra-ness, to ting, 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 all the swords, you actually have a really strong learning curve. And you embody then this Queen of Pentacles energy, where she goes, right, okay, now I've decided this is what I want. Now I've decided this is what I have to give, and this is what I'll bring forward. Sorry, I'm just having a peppermint tea, by the way. So you see? And look at how focused she is on this one pentacle. This is it. This is the pentacle. No longer is there confusion of where she should go, what she should pick, or which one is the best one, and large, middle, and small. Like, she doesn't think that. She knows. She goes, this is it. She hones in on things and she sticks with it, and that's what you're going to grow out of this. This is you going, okay, I made the decision, boom, and now I feel good. What happens when you do that? You elevate yourself to the Queen of Pentacles, okay? You elevate yourself to that practical stance. But it's focus now. You're way more focused, you're way more determined, but focus is the key to this lady. Staying focused, not getting kind of swayed by what people say, not getting swayed by external environments, what's going on around you. Nope. She always has an end game and she achieves it. So lovely. Stay in that energy. Now, you've got the Strength card down here. This guy makes me laugh. I don't know why. I'm like, hello. He just came out completely separate. You're saying like, hello. So really, like, looking at your 2 weeks, it's very black and white, really, isn't it? But in a good way as well. And please don't be too overly critical of yourself and things as well. We don't want you to get, yes, Libra can be analytical, but combined with the Pentacle energy here, it can be slightly critical. But we want that to be productive criticism rather than, hello, rather than unproductive. Let's just go. Okay. So for some of you, there's someone in either your work environment, domestic life, friendships, projects, committees, communities, whatever, who is like, I can't even, how much Leo could I feel right now? So much Leo. Could be though, because not all of Leo's for you guys, Sag and Aries, but I feel like just a Leo. He's here. He came in by himself at the end of that reading. He was like, let me in. So he's here. There's this person that is in your life in some capacity that is lovely and fiery, although still a little bit, I feel like they have a Capricorn moon or something like that. That keeps them a little bit more grounded, yet their directness is grounded, okay? It's not just very flamboyant, flowery language. They're very direct in what they need to say, but they have a delivery that's grounded. So even though it might feel a little bit harsh sometimes, you know that that earth energy allows them to have a very practical, factual nature to them, and that's what they go off, okay? So this person as well is, they're actually quite sweet. They are, I don't know if you're having some sort of weird energies with someone at the moment, but it's like they're slightly, this is the weird thing, you feel like they are kind of intimidated by you. And you're like, I don't even get why you're intimidated by me. Like, I'm Aquarius. Like, I'm not a Leo. I'm Aquarius. I just pour my water around. I don't really know what you're talking about. Or it's the case that you feel slightly intimidated by this person, but I feel like they're slightly intimidated by you. And it's a case of that when you see them talking to other people, they're grand, they're very Leo-like. But when they come talking to you, it's weird, it's slightly off. There's something about you that, in the nicest way possible, unnerves them a little bit, Aquarius. Because they don't really know how to deal with you as such. Remember, you're actually like their polar opposite. You're the sign that's is it 6 months between you, so they're your polar opposite. So and as well, like Aquarius, you appear really sometimes really calm and really cool. I know you're very goofy and stuff, but when people know you're mad goofy, but at the start, like, they just see this really cool, calm, collected person. It's like, oh hey, how's it going? And there's something about you that unnerves them, and this isn't a bad thing as such, okay? I just wanted to say that to you. What I will say to you is that this person is trying to find their own inner balance. I think for a lot of them, they have a very hectic, like, home life, domestic life, and then work life. But on top of that, I feel like they like to drink a little bit. Now, do we all like a tipple? Absolutely. But you find that their drinking is a little bit more frequent than it should be. So it's like, you're like, okay, look, school nights, Monday to Thursday, do not drink. Friday night comes, I'm definitely having a drink. Okay, fair enough. This person seems to have a little bit of a drink more so throughout the week. And you're like, how do you actually fit all that in? Because you seem really busy. And I feel like they're at this weird point in their lives. Like, some of them, it's like a divorce that they're going through, or the marriage is rocky, and this is what's bringing forward the drinking thing. Like, it's not really heavy drinking, but I just feel like you're like, you cop on, you know, you see, oh, they're having another drink sort of thing, and it's that feeling. Or even maybe their spouse is the one that's drinking, and they're trying to find balance between work life and home life and try and keep everything together. And this person's lovely. They're very knowledgeable as well. They know their stuff. They know it inside out. They know what it takes for all operations to work effectively, and then they get the best output out of that. Okay, and it's what I kind of want to say to you is, Aquarius, like, I don't feel a romantic encounter with this person, but I'll tell you that they're around you, and I want you to know that it's okay to be comfortable around them, even though sometimes you don't feel that. It's their uncomfortableness that's affecting you, alright? It's that. This could also be a friend. It does not just be a workplace, it could be a friend as well. But it's kind of more so on them, because it's something in you that does this to them. Okay, and they also know that the Leo bravado won't work on you, especially as well as you've got quite a good tongue. You're very good at words, that that they know that their stuff won't work on you. So what I'm trying to say to you is, this person comes up here for you to acknowledge them, but also to know that you can be comfortable with them around. I feel like there's a weird uncomfortableness between you, and it's like, oh, it's that person again, or, you know, or if it's a friendship and there's been arguments and you see them, like in group settings or whatever, like just let that go. Just let it go. I don't think there's any malice in this person. I just think that there's a lot going on with them, and I feel like you're picking up their energies quite a bit. Okay, let's do your love. Love. Love, 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 love. Love for Aquarius. Love for Aquarius. Love for Aquarius. Love, lovely. Haha. Oh. Oh. Well, Aquarius, what have you been up to? Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Wowzer. Jeepers. Look at this. Aquarius, I mean, hot stuff coming through, huh? My lord. Two of Cups, followed by the Lovers, followed by the Queen of Cups. Let's get into this. Excuse me. So Aquarius, talk about finding someone you like and really liking them. Oh my word. Oh, I feel all giddy for you. Two of Cups is such a nice card. I call it the meet cute card. It's like meeting someone and it just makes sense. And you kind of, do you know what I feel like for some of you? You're just kind of melting a little bit with this person. This could be a Libra, Aquarius, or I was supposed to say Sagittarius for some of you, or Gemini. It all could to be a Libra. Now, I just feel like there's no real words here. This is the thing. I very much feel like a connection that's just on a quieter vibrational level is so strong. Like, you guys connect. You're very much equals here. Like, this is for singles and couples, which I'll go through. But for couples, it's like having someone there and really seeing them for who they are. And knowing that you're willing to give your cup of emotion, your cup of love, and then more importantly as well, they're willing to give it. It's a meeting of the minds, but it's a meeting of, like, there's something really familiar with this for you. It's like have we not met before? I feel like we've met before. I'm going into singles there, so apologies, but we'll stick with couples. But what I will say to you is that don't, this is the thing again about you getting in your head, Aquarius. Don't get in your head too much. Don't analyze too much. Just be in this Two of Cups energy because it's so bloody lovely. It's fresh. It's new. I feel like if you're in couples, it's like you're starting to see each other again, and it's not like you get that injection of love back into it, but you kind of pull back into what drew you to each other in the first place. Okay, because there may have been some conflict with one of you not really speaking your truth and not being able to say what you wanted to say, and then the lack of communication was there. Some of you maybe didn't want to, or your partner didn't want to see the troubles that you've had. But now you see it. Now you engage. Now you engage. Lovely. For singles, this is just finding someone that's like, do you know what it feels like a little bit as well? You're like, this is too good to be true. Like, what's your faults? Like, tell me your faults. Tell me your negatives here. What are the cons? Because you're too kind of perfect, yet I'm completely drawn to you. But like, what's your gig? Like, what's your deal? No deal, Aquarius. Nope, none at all. This is just someone that's like, I really actually want to see more of you. And very honestly as well. Very honestly, and just without judgment. Yes, she's here to judge, but it's no judgment. No judgment. Beautiful. And then at the heart of the entire reading is the Lovers card. Well, this just keeps getting better. It so does. Lovers, a major arcana, is centered at the heart of this gorgeous reading. And this is two people that it's gone to the next level, okay? So we're looking at Two of Cups. We're looking at something very pure, very lovely, quite young and free-spirited, but two free spirits almost coming together, okay? Finally, like, do you know what it is? It's the two lone wolves that were alone for so long, and then boom, they turn around and it was like, how long have you been there? I was like, how long have you been there? I'm a lone wolf. No, I'm a lone wolf. Do you want to be in a pack? Yes, that's what that feels like, right? And then the Lovers here is like cementing that meet, and it's cementing that love for each other, and it's just growing like exponentially. It's just absolutely, it's massive. And not only do you see each other, but you want to invest more into each other. There's more belief in each other. There's a lot of pride here as well with each other. I feel like this is very, though, unspoken words. We've got Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit on either side. So very much as well for some of you, this could be a Virgo. This could be a Capricorn or a Taurus. But I just, you know, regardless of what their sign could be, it's two people wanting to connect with each other and work on that connection because they found something that's quite rare. And I say he and she just because that's what's in the cards. It's like he looks at her and sees her and only wants her, and she looks at him and sees him and only wants him. And it's also about two people coming together that are their own individual person, but they choose to be with each other and they're not trying to change each other. For couples, I think this has been a mega learning curve for you, that you knew you couldn't change who this person was, and when you had to do is like, I need to accept them for who they are, because this is love. That's what love is, acceptance. And because they give you that too. And then your third card is the Queen of Cups, which is like, oh, Aquarius, what are you doing to me here? I'm hugging myself beside the camera here. It's just so lovely. I'm like, oh, look at this energy. Queen of Cups here, this is you, my darling. There is so much that you learn from this experience that helps you to allow your emotional fluidity to flow, okay? It's important for you to do that, because what I keep saying to you, you kind of get lost in your head. All the air signs do. Like always, we just get lost in our heads. But the Queen of Cups is here to say, look, no, I want to give you a little bit more emotional aspect to things. I want you to tap in more to your emotions, because this is what you need. You need to experience that too. Is it great being cerebral all the time? I actually quite like being cerebral, but like realistically, we can't live in our heads all the time. And this is about her saying, no, don't. Actually, just feel, just love, without overthinking, without overanalyzing, without being too overly critical of yourself as well, and that person too. What I said, that you guys, you see each other. You see an acceptance here. For some of you as well, this could be a Leo or a Sag. Alright, we have to keep saying that. Some of you. But I just love that you've learned now how to fully possess that emotional side of yourself and give it in such a beautiful way. Because look, she's got the Queen of Cups here. She's got her own cup, but this isn't like all the other cups. This isn't like all the other cups. This is different. I said that to you. This offer was different. This is different. Excuse me, this is different. And I feel so happy for you. For couples, it's like that side of yourself comes out again. For singles, it's like you learn to tap into that more. But also I believe because this person creates a space for you where you can do that, and where there's no judgment, and they just go, okay, I'm just going to love you. And you go, you know, that's it. You're just going to love me. Like, yeah, I'm just going to love you. And that this is like, your heart just bursts then. You're like, oh my God. I feel like you're going to turn into a bit of a Leo here and just get very passionate and just almost like jump at them. Do you know what I mean? Just like, whoa. The lion just pouncing on them. Lucky them. Lucky them. Ah, guys, seriously. This is a good reading for you. Ah, beautiful. I'm delighted for you now. Delighted. Delighted. No harsh energies whatsoever. Like no major arcanas with the Tower or the Devil. Lovely. Great, 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 great. Right, my darlings, this has been your bi-weekly reading for June the 16th to June the 30th, 2017. If you dig what I do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I always love reading them. I try and get back to them as soon as I can. Also, remember, if you need guidance in your general life or love life or both, I'm your gal. My email address is below there. You can email me directly and I'll send you on a price list and a service list as well. Remember, you're always welcome to this too, huh? This is your tribe, my darlings. And to my new followers, you're always welcome here. Darlings, I keep calling you darlings, darlings. I will see you in 2 weeks' time, the very start of July. Can you believe it? My God. Listen, go out there and have loads of fun, Aquarius, all right, my darlings? Lots of love to you, and I will see you in 2 weeks. You take care. Bye-bye.